Hey, what's up? Hello, I'm Jazzy. Today I want to talk about my songwriting process. A lot of people have asked me about this, so I figured I would talk about it and give you a little sneak peek into something I've been working on. If you haven't heard any of my original music, you can listen to my songs here, and I'll also leave a link in the description to my SoundCloud. Okay, let's talk about it. My first tip, I would say, is to start with whatever is easier or natural for you. So if the chord progression comes to you first, then work that out and then work on lyrics and things like that. If the lyrics come to you first and you want to know what your song is about first, then do that first. Write all of your lyrics and then add chords into that. For me, I like to do the chords first. So I lay out a chord progression after I figure out which instrument I want to use. Lately it's been ukulele mostly. Another tip is to really pay attention to your environment. You don't have to sit down in one specific music writing spot and write there. You can move around and you'll find inspiration in different places. So I like to do that. I move around a lot. Once I lay down a chord progression that I like, I move on to figuring out a melody. For my personal style of music, usually the melody is something that I'm singing, but sometimes it could be a counter melody that I'm playing. After I figure out the melody, I move on to lyrics. Lyrics are difficult. Like, I have good days and I have bad days. I'm sure everybody can say the same. I have journals full of random things that I've written down. I have Google Docs of lyrics, like in abundance. So sometimes I'll thumb through the pages of my journals and see if anything there will work with what I'm writing. Other times I'm just inspired by the music that I've written so far and words come to me and I write them down and that's what I go with. For this particular song, I had the words written first, which is not usually how I go about it. Yeah, I had the words all written up already on a Google Doc. Next is my favorite part, adding harmonies. I love filling out a song with harmonies. I use either Audacity or Fruity Loops to record my vocals, and I just layer them up as much as I can, however I feel like it. The fuller the better for me. Then the next step, as Andrew Wong says, do bass to it. I'm not very good at this step. I'm still working on bass because I don't really have like a bass instrument. I guess I could play bass on a guitar if I'm writing a ukulele song, but 9 times out of 10 I end up like singing a bass line. I think that's what I did with this song too. Next, I add my beats and percussion and little filler things here and there that kind of just make the piece sparkle. And the final step is to mix and master. And if you're like me, you mix and master for like 84 years, and then you finally have a song. Now I know all of that sounds super easy. It's not. A lot of people will find that they get writer's block. I don't necessarily believe in writer's block. I don't think writer's block is a thing. I think it just means that whatever you're doing isn't working and it's time to move on to something else. So instead of feeling stuck trying to get this one thing to work, it's just not going to. Just move on to something else. I hope that was helpful and interesting. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks to these people for subscribing. And I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye.
I said I do and I did and I've never gotten over you. I never lied.